Hi, Verna Fisher here, Integrative Wisdom. Welcome to another week of videos. And I've decided that this week I'm going to talk a little bit about the personal individual work that I do with Integrative Wisdom. So I thought I would start today with just kind of defining some of the potential individuals that would be of service to us in our lives when things are not quite as clear as we would like them to be. So, a lot of people are familiar with the concept of mental health and a therapist or a psychologist, someone that you can go to talk about your issues, your struggles, your troubles, things of that nature. Now, for me, I've told you in the past that my training and everything that I studied was to take me down that road. However, what happened along the way is that I learned about integrative wisdom and I learned about other practices. And I realized that a lot of times life is guiding us to various places in our life because we are being asked to learn a little bit, to grow a little bit, to become more conscious or awake or aware, as some of you might have heard. And within the medical model, which is where mental health finds itself, you can get your sessions covered by insurance as long as there is a diagnosis that the therapist can plug in for you. So it might be generalized anxiety disorder, it might be depression. So for me, in the place that God took me, I was like, no, that's not what you're called to do. You're not called to diagnose individuals as sick, because that's what it is, right? And I'm not against that. And for individuals who find themselves feeling broken and needing to be put back into the way that they were before they broke, because that's what the law says when you're doing therapy, is that you bring the individual back to their previous level of functioning. And for me, from a place of integrity, I couldn't do that because I wanted to take people way above and beyond their level of functioning. So that's the first one. The second one could be the idea of spiritual direction. Individuals who have a specific religion, religious tradition that they're dialed into, they can seek spiritual direction. And that is a place where they will use divinely inspired scriptures and prayer and the dialogue to help them move into a place where they feel that God is calling them. The problem with that for me, again, as a provider of care and services, was that I didn't want to be in a box of a specific religion. And in fact, God was calling me not to be. And so for me, again, that would have been out of integrity for me to call myself a spiritual director, really. And then the one that I thought that I could claim, which, as I was doing this many, many years back, was life coach, because I didn't want to be a therapist, but I wanted to be there with people and guide them and give them tools and things of that nature. And that one just never felt right for me. To coach you to have a life, coach you to live your life, coach you to, what am I going to coach you for? So I didn't like that title either. Now, again, there are many coaches out there now that will, especially when you have goals that you are trying to achieve, right? You want to, especially career goals, things like that, right? Specific. A life coach can be someone that will mentor you and help you achieve those goals. Again, I couldn't settle on that one. And so finally, what I came up with, and what you see in the various things that I will write or share with you, is a term that I don't know if anybody uses it, but it's what worked for me, and that's a soul catalyst. And when I looked up that term, the catalyst, it was, that spark, that flame to get you going. That was for me the end all be all, because the work that I'm doing with integrative wisdom is to integrate the body, the mind, the spirit, and the soul, actually in service to the soul. Sing the song you were born to sing. Don't settle. Don't be afraid. Don't walk away. Don't go to sleep. So that's what we're going to be covering. That's what we're going to We're going to be covering the rest of this week, giving you some ideas on when you might want to tap into the soul catalyst support from an individual perspective. All right, everybody, here's to another week that we've, all of us that got to wake up today. Let's use it well. Bye.